Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about forgiveness. It's a common topic that often comes up when I'm working with couples and sometimes even with individuals. So what's the first thing that you think of when you hear the word forgiveness? Often we associate forgiveness with I'm accepting or condoning your behavior or the situation or what has just happened. And that's not necessarily true. When it comes to forgiving or offering forgiveness, it's more about understanding what is going on, first of all, inside of me, which is I'm experiencing a number of emotions. And the common emotions that come out is hurt, anger, pain, and resentment. So underneath tears is hurt and pain. Underneath anger is hurt and pain. It's the same emotion. We just express it differently. And when something has happened or somebody's done something or hasn't done something that hurts us, we can express it in those two different ways, underneath tears, underneath anger. And then there is also a resentment in that why should I forgive you when you've done something that's hurt me or made me upset? And so forgiveness is really about understanding that you are not condoning the person's behavior or the situation. It's more about acknowledging and accepting. So I'm acknowledging, accepting that this happened, that this is a situation. And going forward, what do I need to do to be able to get closure and move on instead of staying stuck in the past or in the situation, which is often what happens. So in order to get closure, we need to first acknowledge that this is what's happened. So yes, I acknowledge that this is what happened. This is what you did. I'm acknowledging that this is how it's made me feel. It's upset me. It's hurt me. I'm angry. I'm resentful. And I need to be able to move on from that. And to be able to move on is sometimes the need to put down a boundary by saying, hey, yes, I accept and I acknowledge that this happened, but the boundary is that I'm not going to allow that to happen again. So in other words, I'm not going to stand for that kind of treatment, or I'm not going to put myself in that situation again. So sometimes it's putting down a boundary with others, and sometimes it's putting down a boundary with self. And by putting down that boundary, it's about allowing us to be able to move forward and that situation doesn't happen again. And sometimes when it comes to forgiveness, we may need to forgive our partners, we may need to forgive friends or family members, and sometimes we may even need to forgive in the workplace, or we may need to forgive ourselves. So the next time you're in a situation that feels like it's emotionally charged, and you're not sure if you're able to forgive this person, think about more that it's not about your giving in or giving up. It's more about acknowledging, accepting that it happened, and moving on from it, putting down a boundary and ensuring that it doesn't happen